This is Josh from PMStudent.com. I just wanted to share with you something that I ran across really quick and illustrates a point about the work breakdown structure. So what I ran across was this situation in red on top here, where the work in a group that I came to was organized this way. So above this, there's a higher level WBS structure that's organized by deliverables, which is good. But down here at this level, the way that the work was organized was release, the phase, so in the software development life cycle, the phase of that release, the role, and then the miscellaneous stuff is what I would call it, because some of them were deliverables, some of them weren't really deliverables. It was more like a type of work or something like that. Wasn't really defined all that well. And a couple things here. If you've read my free report on the work breakdown structure, or if you've gone through WBS Coach, you'll know that this is one of the big no-nos that I talk about, is organizing it in a work breakdown structure by role. When you actually start defining tasks and things, then obviously having it broken out to individual people is not necessarily a bad idea, but you can really have a task that you resource load, several people against as well. But really, definitely in the work breakdown structure, if you do it by role, then you start to think in terms of what type of work does this person do, rather than what needs to be delivered to satisfy the requirements on the project. So what we did is got together with the team and took a look at their work again. And from this first part was fine. The release through the phase, that was just fine. Really, this is where we started having problems with how the work was organized. Things were getting missed. There were things that we uncovered when we went through this process that we had not documented before. So we essentially took and listed out all of the deliverables, everything that needs to get delivered in this phase, in this release, in order to deliver this phase of the release. And if you know from WBS Coach, phases are something that I also have a problem with, but really only at the highest levels of your work breakdown structure. So again, this is coming in this is probably level 4 or 5 in a very large, complex project. So this is really kind of a project in and of itself, but above here we've got deliverables. We've got a major segment that's getting delivered, essentially a subsystem, and then above that is a system, and so on and so forth. So we broke things down into deliverables, and after we did that, some things landed at this level, and some things got broken down into subdeliverables. It really depends on how large that work package is. The work package is wherever you end up at the end of your work breakdown structure. If it's too large, and you can clearly see that it can be broken down into these subdeliverables, go ahead and do that, because that's going to help you do your estimates. It's going to help you organize the work. It's going to help you generate tasks and do a basis of estimates from there. So, thanks everyone. Josh from PMStudent.com.